Lago Mar is the best hotel on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and today I'm going to show you why.
The Lago Mar Resort is an upscale beachfront property that is different from the rest of the hotels in Fort Lauderdale. This resort has been family owned for the past 50 years. Its spectacular 500-foot private beach in a secluded location encompass 10 acres in the exclusive Harbor Beach neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale. Grounds are landscaped with tropical plants. There are games like ping pong and oversized chessboards located through the property, which give it like a laid-back, family-friendly spirit. Guests can relax on the beach and at the two pools, as well as at the restaurants, which have an indoor and outdoor seating and a classic Florida style, but more on those later. Hallways too feel very Floridian with tropical print carpeting and potted palm plants. The lobby floor is decorated with an impressive mosaic of an underwater scene lit by a grand chandelier overhead. Rooms are decorated with island-inspired decor by designer Tommy Bahama, lightwood furniture, tropical bedspreads, and framed beach art that's attractive enough but can seem a bit dated for an upscale hotel. Now, upgraded rooms have couches, desks, and more spacious living spaces. We were lucky enough to get bumped up to this room during our stay. Rooms also have Wi-Fi, flat-screen TVs, and etc. Even standard rooms have small kitchenettes. Bathrooms have a matching granite flooring and countertops, and all of the rooms have a balcony with varying views. We got upgraded to a larger corner room with 2 balconies. It was clean and very spacious. I absolutely love the bed at this resort. It's really comfy and feels like I was sleeping on a cloud. The shower was fantastic as well. Huge, literally like an entire room just for the shower, with a bench and great water pressure in the shower. I really have no negatives to report about this room. Maybe it's a little bit dated, but that's really being kind of picky. Now let's talk location and features. This resort is set on 500 feet of private beach. It's sandwiched between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mayan Lake. There's not much within the walking distance. All of the major restaurants, entertainment venues, and etc. must be accessed via the A1A. A popular 17th Street, with all of the grocery stores, restaurants, and shops, is less than 10 minutes away by car on the other side of the Stranahan River. Fort Lauderdale's beach main bar or restaurant hub is located about 10 minutes north of the resort and gets very busy during spring break and other holidays. So being far from it all is both a positive and a negative. It's a positive because you get much bigger, cleaner, and quieter beach with way more room. A place where you can relax and not have to smell the exhaust fumes and hear the traffic sounds from that A1A I was telling you about. Up there, the beach is much more narrow and very close to the road. The Lago Mar beach is also much cleaner, bigger, and less crowded in my opinion. It's also much closer to Port Everglades, so all of my cruisers here will enjoy a shorter cab ride to the cruise terminal as well as spectacular views of all of the cruise ships leaving.
been the best so far.
The Lago Mar sits on the very end of the beach, so a short walk and you can be one of those people waving to all of the massive cruise ships as they leave Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. Now, it's not all positive. Being far away from the center is also a negative. You will definitely have to drive, cab, or Uber if you want to visit restaurants, bars, and shops off-site. There is no way to get to the main part of town without a car unless you decide to walk a few miles on the beach. That will take you right into the center, but it's not a very easy walk and it's all on sand. I do not advise it unless you're really in shape, really want to work out, or know what you're getting into. It's a bit of a tough walk right there on the beach, but will take you to town without a car. Now, you don't really need to walk anywhere. The resort has several on-site dining options, including the Ocean Grill for a quick lunch and Aquario for a sit-down dinner. There's a soda shop, just like an old-fashioned style shop with ice cream and small bites, while both Wine Cellar Lounge and the Promenade Bar do serve drinks. In the morning, the restaurant downstairs turned into a buffet-style breakfast venue that costs $19.99 a person.
So, let's talk about it. Good morning from the Lago Mar. We just had breakfast, which was like a 5 out of 10, I'd say. The breakfast itself was pretty good. Like, they had omelet stations, so they can make you poached eggs, eggs Benedict, an omelet or whatever. They had a whole bunch of stuff like hash browns, cooked bacon. They had a few yogurts, a little bit of fruit, and there was some croissants and a few other pastries as well. So like all in all, grits and the little things. The breakfast wasn't bad, but the quality wasn't the best. So I'd say probably at best a 6 out of 10, but most likely a 5 out of 10 for the breakfast. It cost $19.99 a person plus tax, so it was like about $42 for 2 people.
Alternatively, at night, this place turns into a sit-down dinner option and serves a variety of dishes. Pretty good is the best way I can put it to you. You will not be blown away, and the prices are slightly elevated, but it's solid 7 out of 10 in most cases is the best way I can put it. If you're a big foodie and want to be wowed, I do suggest getting a cab and going off-site to one of the local restaurants. Otherwise, you'll be pretty happy right here with the on-site dining options at the Lago Mar. Now, the resort has a fitness center with basic cardio machines, free weights, is a full-service spa, which is lovely, and there are 4 tennis courts on the property with 2 swimming pools. One about the beach, and then the other is a lagoon-style pool with entertainment stage in the middle, which has someone playing music usually to make sure that you're always in a relaxing mood. Now, on the private beach, you have umbrellas, cabanas, and lounge chairs, which are available for a daily rental fee.
And if you want to rent one of these cabanas or whatever else, they are about $32 a day, we found out. So you can lay down for free, and if you see way back there, you have these blue chairs. Those blue chairs are free for hotel guests, but if you want one of these cabanas with the umbrella, it's $32 per day.
A hotel photographer can take your family beach photos, and through the resorts, guests have access to fun activities like mini golf, shuffleboards, and a playground for kids. There's a business center with cubicles and office supplies if you wanted to do that, and the resort shop sells high-end apparel and accessories as well. One thing to note, there is no cash here, so everything gets charged to your account. It's like a cruise ship, and you can't pay for anything with cash during your stay. So the positives of the Lago Mar: private beach in a safe location, it's not crowded, and it's clean without any of the noise pollution that you get from that A1A. The on-site shop and restaurants, resort feel, there's free water, the beds are absolutely great, it has fantastic robes, and an on-site parking. It's also close to Port Everglades, and it has a free beach chair for the hotel guests. Now, the negatives of the Lago Mar: it's a 2-mile walk to basically anywhere. The breakfast is subpar, I'd say, at best. There are only 2 elevators for guests, and the beach is a bit rocky and hard to get in and out of. Like, for example, older folks and younger children might have an issue here because when you get into the water, there's a 2 or 3 foot dip, and it's a bit rocky over there, so it can be hard to get in and out of. The water is kind of strong. Remember, this is the Atlantic Ocean, so you got to be careful. But one thing over there is this isn't like one of those smooth Caribbean oceans where you walk in and you could just float in there. You have to make sure that you know what you're doing when you're getting in, so just be careful. People who have maybe mobility issues will probably have a hard time getting into this ocean right over here. Otherwise, it's just fantastic. Overall, I think the Lago Mar is a gem that offers a very unique experience from the other hotels in Fort Lauderdale. I highly suggest checking out this place next time you're looking for a stay in Fort Lauderdale. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.